What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today I'm in the Kenworth W900. The paint here is the carbon fiber custom paint here. It's from ATS Experience. It's found on the Steam Workshop. I will have a link in the description for you. You can basically make it whatever color you want. You got 4 different choices there, and that will allow you to basically change how much the truck looks like carbon. As you can see here, you can see the lines on there and everything. Now, if I went with all 4 options as orange, you really wouldn't see anything. So I went with orange, black, because black is the stock color, so you can get those lines. So mine was orange, black, and that's how I got this look here. So you're able to customize it to however you want it to look like. You know, the choice is yours, and how you know, everyone's got their own idea on what carbon fiber should look like in their eyes. So I think this is pretty damn nice in my opinion, so I'm gonna roll with it. Also, the trailer, new trailer, it's been out for what, a week or two, I think, as I write this up. It comes from Zetor Maximera, or Zetor 165 Maxterra, if I can even pronounce his name right, which I probably still can't, but that is my problem, which I still continue to have. But anyway, when I went to go hook up to this trailer and I selected it at my little guy out there at the gate, gave me 2 different choices here. I went with the chrome rims. The other one is steel stock rims. So, really, you know, if you have a PC that's going to be hard to run with, you know, chrome, all that chrome, I've heard some people have problems, some people don't. I love it. I don't think I really have a problem, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. But, time for me to shut up and get this KW going. Alrighty. They took a stoplight out here, didn't they? Sucks. But anywho, you know, me personally here in the Midwest, I have not seen any of these trailers. The closest ones I have seen to these are the bulk carriers. They're the ones with the little bellies that hang down off the bottom and whatnot. This is a bottom load or bottom offload trailer here. You can see the doors. I wanted to call them scoops for some reason, but the doors that are sitting on the bottom. So it's going to offload through the bottom there. Don't know what the capacity normally is on these. Like I said, not generally something I see, at least in, you know, Illinois here. I mean, maybe Wisconsin, maybe, or Indiana. They usually have some different trailers, but here in Illinois, not so much. But beautiful looking trailer, and like I said, I've been seeing these as the bulk carriers for a while now. And actually, those look like in the real world, you know, they've got a little more of an update. They're more aerodynamic. Before, it was an open frame, and then, you know, the holding area there, the big tank, usually for plastics, plastic pellets. A lot of, like, Bulkomatic, you know, that was one big name that was around now in my area here. It's Hoffman. You know, they usually carry a lot of that A&R transport as well. But now I've been seeing more and more of them that don't have the open frame that hold on to the tank anymore. It's enclosed, kind of like how this one is here, how it's just one big kind of bullet. And the same thing goes for those bulk carrier tankers. They're just one big piece now, and they're pretty lit up as well. I've been seeing some that, you know, that line that you see going from the top of the tarp down to the back here. You know, that would all have little round lights. I think in the game here that are 5-inch lights or whatever. Even that sounds too big, but still, you know, they're lit up pretty nice. And so, I mean, obviously the drivers or the companies are taking pride in that. You know, it's something that's new, it's something that's different. It looks good, they want to be noticed. I mean, one thing we have to remember, in-game, not so much. I mean, you know, no one's really watching it unless you're making videos, but in the real world, that vehicle you are driving is a rolling billboard. It doesn't matter if you are a flatbed tanker or dry van or, you know, box trailer. You are a rolling billboard for whoever you are driving for, whatever you are hauling. So, you know, a lot of companies tend to try to make their stuff look good, get noticed, you know. That was actually one compliment I always got when I was driving, because we kept our Peterbilts nice and clean. And so one compliment I always got from the customers was, you know, you guys have great looking equipment, you keep them clean, you don't let them roll out looking like they just got done being in a demo derby, you know, no dents, no bumper, you know, twists or anything. Of course, me being in the box truck in the city of Chicago, yeah, I had a lot of, you know, scrapes and scuffs down the side because some of those city alleys, you know, you're lucky if you can even fit without taking down a cable wire or something, because, you know, Comcast or WOW or whoever was doing the work didn't raise them up high enough. But you know, so I got scrapes all down the box as well, and the tanker drivers, they did the same thing because they had to go to the same locations I did. So that was going to happen, but, you know, the chrome was always nice and polished, and in fact, that was actually a rule that you had to have it done at least once a year, and a lot of drivers would have it done twice a year, depending on, some of them were a little more, ooh, a completely different sound. Some of the drivers that we had were a little more, in tune with that, I guess you could say. Oh, I was supposed to turn there too. Son of a buck. See what happens? You just sit here and just talk. Alright. Yeah, I could turn around there, but... crap. I do this often, don't I? I just start talking, and... because I'm going to Kingman. I can still get to Kingman via Vegas, I think. Yes? Yeah, I'm not going to pull a Yui right here in the middle of the highway. I'm going to knock on wood right here, but now my shifter wants to work right. The other night during the live stream, the range and the splitter didn't want to do any, you know, it was being picky with me, even Comfy. He was having issues with his, so everything's working so far tonight. Knock on wood. Cross those fingers. So, what the hell is going on up there, man, with the weather? Wherever you guys are at, if you're in the continental United States, I mean, holy crap, here in the Midwest, last weekend it hit 60. I mean, we're talking the dead of winter. We're pretty much in the middle of winter. I mean, late January, February, somewhere around there is usually the middle of winter. And here we are, and we're hitting 60 in central Illinois. What the hell? I mean, now, here it is, near the end of January, you know, what, the 27th when this goes up, so, you know, now we're getting wind and snow and you know, crap like that. It's just, you know, all around beautiful out. But you know, last weekend, yeah, it was 53 and then 59, 60 on Sunday, I think it was, and Monday was still in the lower 50s. You know, holy crap, you know, what the hell is going on here? And I don't know, I know someone, oh, it's global warming. No, it's not global warming. Is it? I don't know if it's one of those weather patterns like El Nino or El Nina or whatever the hell they call it. I'm sure something like that's going on. I actually haven't been paying too much attention to the weather. And many of you might have seen people share stuff on your Facebook pages from Tom Skilling out of Chicago here, WGN. I don't know if he's one of the top guys in the nation, but I know he's pretty recognized. You know, he's Chicago's Jim Cantori, if you remember him from the Weather Channel. You know, he's not one that's always going to be in the middle of the hurricane or something. He's going to be nice and safe in his studio. But the guy is pretty smart when it comes to weather and why things are happening, how they're happening, and whatnot. But I think in Chicago they haven't even hit 17 inches of snow yet this winter season. I think I've seen for this year alone, I don't think they've had even 7 inches. So, and they're calling it a snow drought right now. So it's really, really dry, and it's been really warm. I mean, looking at my at the long-term forecast on my phone here, and you know, oh yeah, okay, I'm not in Nevada yet. I mean, hell, it's mid to upper 30s for the highs, and lows in the upper 20s. I mean, okay, still a little chilly, but for this time of the year around this area, yeah, that's a warm spell compared to what it should be. I mean, hell, even Mobius, he put a picture on our Discord the other day. He was out grilling steaks on his grill. So, and he was like, dude, it's like low 50s, mid 50s, or whatever it was. I mean, it was warm. So, I mean, how is it around the rest of the nation for you guys, or even the world? I mean, I know some of you guys are, you know, over in Europe or over in Australia, things like that. I mean, what's going on in your neck of the woods? You know, if we're in the Midwest here and we're seeing 50s, I doubt we're the only ones that are experiencing some kind of weather phenomenon like this, where it's either warm or, you know, cold. I mean, hell, what was it, just a few days ago, what was it, like Georgia and Alabama or something like that, they were getting tornadoes. Some of my friends were down in an RC race, the Southern Indoor Championship, or SIC, S-I-C as it's pronounced, and they had tornado warning. Power went out. I mean, someone posted a video that they took from their phone, and the rain was just pouring down. It was raining. It rained so much, so fast, that it actually started coming inside the building, because it looked like it was an old warehouse, dock doors and all that. And it started actually coming inside the building, and people were having to lift up their electrical cords and, you know, get their bags off the ground because they were pitting near the door, and the rain was coming in. It was just a deluge of water. So yeah, crazy stuff going on. I mean, I'm not gonna complain too much. You know, me being Norwegian, yeah, I should be welcoming, you know, -5. I've worked my fair share of days out in that kind of weather, where even my goatee was, you know, had crystals, you know, had ice forming on it. But believe me, I am not missing those days whatsoever. None whatsoever. I do miss being behind the wheel, but I do not miss that hot, cold, jacket on, jacket off, and, you know, having to throw the gloves down by the heater while I wait, you know, or I travel 15 minutes to my next stop, hoping they dry off a little bit because my fingers are starting to get frostbite. That's when you have to pack along 2 or 3 different sets of gloves. Whoa! Yeah, okay. But then, even then, by noon, they're already soaked from all the snow. Oh, come on, there it is. Knock on wood, that didn't work. Stayed in 5. And high on 2, at that. One thing I'm going to attempt to do this weekend, so this might be the last video for a couple of days, unless I'm able to bang out another 1 or 2 and upload it and schedule it to go live on YouTube for you guys. But I'm going to try to basically clean out my PC. It's something I haven't done for a year since I did my last rebuild and got brand new drives, hard drives, after a couple of them fried, and so I haven't really touched anything. And now, because of the board I got here, part of the MSI deal that I got was a Intel M6. It's an M.2. So, you know, everyone I've mentioned to that I have that, you know, their response is, why don't you have your OS on that already? You know, I guess it's faster than an SSD. I don't know. I don't know much about the M.2s. But now I've got that, so I'm going to go ahead and do a complete format, a complete wipe on the SSD here that has the game as well as the OS and other programs. And install at least the OS on the M.2 and put everything else back on the SSD. It's going to suck, though, because I'm going to lose everything I have. You know, all my settings. I might be able to copy some of them and you know, copy some of the files and, you know, paste them somewhere else and then put them back in. But, you know, it's just going to suck having to get everything back and put everything back in and whatnot. You know, I'm going to make sure I make a copy of my profile here on ATS so I don't lose anything. You know, different mods, and we're going to have to make sure I get everything back. But it's going to be good, though. It's going to be beneficial because it's going to allow me to basically clean house on the whole system. And a lot of old files that are obsolete that I don't use, I will be able to get rid of, and hopefully I free up any of the issues that I'm currently having. You guys might have noticed on my videos here where, and I probably will get one here eventually, where the whole thing lags for a couple seconds. You guys have seen it on my live streams as well, where I'll go from, on my screen, I'll see 98, 102 FPS, and then all of a sudden it drops down to 3 for 2-3 seconds and then goes back up. It's as if a program is trying to update or something is trying to initialize or something in the background. I've already watched my task manager when that happens, and nothing is going on. Nothing comes up, nothing is trying, you know, and nothing shows up there. Nothing is taking extra hard drive or extra CPU. Nothing is taking extra RAM. It's just a mystery to me what is going on. Something glitches or something hiccups on my computer, and that's what's causing these spikes I get. And so I'm hoping also, you know, aside from moving the OS, a fresh drive with fresh programs and removing all the junk ones that are on here are going to help alleviate that issue with the stutter that I get. I think that's a good choice, going with the orange on this one. Change up. this. I don't need to see my fuel mileage. I don't care about that. I'll leave it at 70. Sit back and relax. Yeah, with that warm weather that we were having too, as I jumped subjects all over the place, we had a nice little bit of rain here ourselves, and everything flooded. All the ditches, all the creeks and small rivers and streams were really high up. A lot of fields got a lot of water. And one thing I've always been told is the farmers don't like winter with no snow. They actually want the snow. They want snow to happen because if I remember correctly, a couple different reasons. One of them is yeah, it's all that moisture that's going to melt back into the ground and, you know, kind of help the soil. But also all the wind and everything else moving a lot of the dust around, some of the nutrients and things like that get moved around, and it's helping the soil as well, because I'm at a loss for words here. It's like replacing some of the topsoil, I guess you could say, or something to that effect. You know, that's why, to put it another way, farmers along rivers, you would think that they would hate that, because the river's always flooding. Take, you know, for example, the Mississippi, always flooding. So farmers, okay, well, you must hate being there we go. You know, oh, well, you must hate living along the river here because your field's always flooding. Okay, well, one, they've got flood insurance, and I have no idea why we were hitting the brakes there for some stupid-ass reason. And yeah, they've got flood insurance to take care of them on that one. But the thing that they like being along the river for is when that river floods, it's dropping all of that river soot, all the material that was already in the river into the farm field, which is generally, normally, good soil, really nutrient-rich soil, which the crops love. Well, that ain't gonna happen. Looks like I'm bypassing this one. Nope, he disappeared on me. Alright, I will hit this one. The farmers love that stuff, and that's what I've been told why, you know, having snows during winter is so important for farm fields, because it helps do that. It helps spread the material around like that, and brings the nutrients and things like that back to the field. Really? Not close enough? £70,000. And the load is 39. Oh, come on, dude. Brake on the inside sounds better than out here. Where was I going with this? Kingman. Why does it want me to get on the highway? It must be on the other side of town. But yeah, since we're not getting that snow this year, I kind of wonder what's going to happen to the fields around here. Are they kind of biting their nails to see what kind of season it's going to be next year? I've always been interested in farms, though. My grandfather being a farmer up in northern Minnesota. I kind of wish it was actually something I got into. But that's not a cheap venture, you know, spending a lot of money on that stuff. And it's not like farmers are rich, too. You know, they have their good seasons, they have their bad seasons. So money management is very, very important. Oh, here we go. Did I go out too far from him? Yes, I did. Oh, and I can't really back up either. How about now? No? Not enough? Oh well. God, that's annoying. I just noticed there's a hook on the back. That'd be nice if they get doubles articulating trailers allowed here in the game, because then we can get a dolly and then haul two of these at once. Really, you dumb freaking fool. Yep. Get on the highway just to get back off the highway. Wow, I hit the mute button just in time. Major sneeze. But as I'm getting ready to pull into the stop up here, I might as well go ahead and start going with the reminders here. The trailer here and the skin will both be linked in the description. Be sure to check those two out. They are both on Steam. Oh, there goes my lag spike. I knew it was going to happen eventually. But make sure you check out Steam for both of those. Zetor here for the trailer, as well as ATS Experience for the skin. He's done a few skins, and I've already shown off one or two of them. He does have a YouTube channel as well. He doesn't talk in those. I haven't seen any as of recently, but he doesn't talk in those. So if you guys just want to sit back and enjoy the cruise, well, that might be where you might want to go ahead and check those out. But he's done a lot of good work on some of those skins, and so he likes to show them off. So show him some love on the workshop and YouTube as well, if you wish. Nice little construction site here. Now, hopefully for Sunday test drive, I'm able to get one done before I start working on the hard drives here. But a few trucks got released this past week. One of them was released and then taken back down because they realized, oh, well, that was an accident, a little premature. But a few others, I guess, what was it, a Columbia, I think a 9400i, a couple, 4 trucks I think we counted at one point, my friends and I, so I've got a few to choose from, so I'll be taking a look at those. I've got a couple others as well that were sent to me recently. I think they're different versions than what was released, so I will be talking with the owner about those trucks and see what's going on with them. I'm also still tossing around the idea of purchasing a truck or two for the game here, or trailers. There's one trailer I've got a couple of guys working on right now for container chassis, so hopefully we can get that one out here soon. But time to start doing a little more for the community here rather than just making videos critiquing everyone. I might as well be the one that does some stuff to get critiqued as well by others. But that is going to do it here for this run, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and hopefully you guys check out the skin, ATS Experience, as well as Zetor and his trailer here. Great work from him as always. So that is it for now, guys. Have a good weekend. Don't forget, like, comment, share. Helps out a lot here. I don't really say that often, if not at all, but yeah, every little bit helps, and yeah, I'll keep on doing what I'm doing here, and hopefully you guys enjoy. So until next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy.